What can I do that makes the most money and makes me drive the least? Which is why I don't drive for Lyft and Uber people delivery that much anymore. I'll cherry pick a black ride here and there. But I figured out that there's a benefit to food delivery and grocery delivery in a couple of ways. One, the customers have to tip up front. Unlike rideshare, you just cross your fingers and the tips suck these days. The tips have gone way down for everybody. Riders just aren't tipping as much as they used to. Just that. And with Lyft and Uber, you just have to take the ride and hope you get a tip. So you have to evaluate the ride just based on what Lyft and Uber are going to give you. Now, Lyft and Uber pay you more for rides than they pay you for grocery delivery and food delivery. Uber Eats versus Uber people, rides, X, whatever you want to call it. Okay? Some people look at it and go, oh, well, Uber Eats sucks because they only give you $2, $3. Their base pay is so low. Their base pay is higher with people delivery. Yes, it is. Because you have to evaluate the Uber ride based on the base pay alone. Uber Eats, you get to evaluate it. They have to pre-tip. It's not even a tip, really. A tip is something you do after. The Uber Eats tip is a bribe. It's like, hey, I really want my food. Here's $10. Okay, I'll go do it. $8.91. See, I'm getting all these Uber ride requests, and I don't know, there could be a $5 tip on it, but I don't know. But I know enough to know that 75% of those rides are not going to result in tips. They're just not anymore. 75% of the people that take Ubers don't tip. They used to. It used to be the other flipped. I used to get 25% of the people didn't tip me. I'd get 75% tips. Now I get like 25 or 30% tips. It's crazy. Sign of the times. But with food delivery, the miles are usually less from a store. I can stay in my area rather than some nature hike. Some guy wants to go 30 miles on an Uber ride or whatever. And I get to see the tip up front. So I get to evaluate the entire package. Rarely does the tip go down. It could, but it rarely does. I've had it happen to me maybe 2 or 3 times in the last 2 years. It's so little, I don't even consider it. But the tip can go up today. Extra $5. Oh, I forgot to add that in there. I forgot to add the $5. This was Walmart. So it was better than $40 an hour. Chico Juanito too. Forgot to add my cash tip. Go put that in there. Nobody can make $40 an hour. Nobody's talking about that. You can't be possible. You can't do that. Yeah, man, you've been miserable when you do the DoorDash stuff. You can't make $40 an hour. This is impossible. Nobody can do that. No, you're a liar. You're a liar. You can't do that. You can't do that stuff. He's just lying. He's just lying. Chico Juanito 2. Expand your mind. Expand your mind. Change your attitude. And you might make more money. $99 on Spark. Boom. Maybe I should send this to Chico Juanito 2. So what is that? 185? Let's see, Chico Juanito 2. We made 185 in 4.5 hours. 185 divided by 4.5. Chico Juanito 2. Chico Juanito. Oh, it's not possible to make that $40 an hour. You can't do that. You can't make $40 an hour. No, it's not possible. No. You're just a liar. You're just a liar trying to sucker people in. I'm not selling a course, Chico. I'm just doing videos, helping people figure out how to make extra money. No, you're just like all those other gurus. You're just trying to lie to people, trying to get their hopes up, trying to lie to them. You can't do it. Game, set, match, bro. Not only can I do it, I called it and I did it. So, back to what I was saying about the food delivery, though. You have less variables in the food delivery because you get the tip up front, so you can make better choices on what you're going to do. Lyft and Uber just got you kind of evaluate how much you're paying. Like this one, they want me to go 20 miles for $14.21. No. And it takes me 14 miles away from my house, right? And it's like, well, I did a Walmart Spark that took me 12 miles away from my house. Yeah, I did. But you know what I got for that? $57. If Uber popped up right now and gave me a ride that was 12 miles away from my house for $57, I would do it. But when they pop it up and take me 12 miles, this one was 14 miles away from my house for $13, no, I'm not going to do it, because what are the chances I'm going to get a ride back? And how long would I have to wait to get that ride back? Right? So either I'm going to have to drive down in an area that I'm not as familiar with, and I don't want to. I like to stay up in my area. So if I'm going to do that, then I have to drive back 14 miles. So now Uber's saying, hey, here's $13. Go take a guy 14 miles and then drive 14 miles back. That's 28 miles. Cross your fingers, he's going to give you a tip. But if he doesn't, and 70 to 75% of the time he won't, you're going to get $13 to now drive 28 miles. Now, we have to set aside 50 cents a mile because our car has fuel expense